When did you realize your partner's crazy ex was actually the sane one? The day my boyfriend demanded complete transparency in our relationship, he blamed it all on his ex. Natalia was psychotic, Steve said, unpacking my boxes in his apartment. I'd just moved into his place after a year of dating. She'd bottle everything up, never tell me what bothered her, then explode with these lists of complaints she'd been secretly harboring for months. His hands shook. I need complete transparency. If something bothers you, tell me right away. This came out of nowhere. He'd never mentioned any of this in our entire year of dating. I had to ask. Complete transparency? Total partnership. We tackle every problem as it comes at us. The pain in his voice was real. This woman had clearly traumatized him. Whatever you need, I said, and I meant it. If we were going to tackle problems together, we needed to see what those problems were. Right away, I created a shared Google Calendar so we'd both know each other's schedules. Started a household expense spreadsheet we could both access. Even put up a cute whiteboard in the kitchen for reminders and love notes. But that's when things started getting strange. I'd written, Steve, tomorrow is trash day on the whiteboard. His whole body tensed. Why are you leaving me instructions? You said immediate transparency about household issues. The trash needs to go out, so I'm telling you. Natalia used to do this. Leave passive-aggressive notes everywhere. It's not passive-aggressive. You asked me to communicate openly about problems instead of bottling them up. He never wrote anything on the whiteboard. After a month, I added a simple cleaning chart to track our household contributions. Nothing fancy, just making visible who did what. Steve's column remained empty week after week. This is excessive, he said, grabbing a beer while deliberately not looking at the chart. I don't need to document every little thing I do, but you wanted everything transparent. No secrets. Not like this. This feels like surveillance. I didn't notice the pattern until I was updating our expense sheet one night. Every cleaning product, me. Every household essential, me. Toilet paper, paper towels, dish soap, all me. Steve's contributions, rent and beer, nothing else. The whiteboard evolved from gentle reminders to increasingly desperate pleas. Please take out trash. Then, trash is overflowing. Then, seriously, trash. Steve was 3 beers deep, scrolling on his phone while I scrubbed dishes he'd left for days. Oh great, he muttered. Natalia got promoted to partner at her firm. Of course she did. He took another swig, probably stepped on everyone to get there. Always was ruthless. After he passed out that night, curiosity got me. I found her Instagram through an old tagged photo. My stomach dropped. Natalia was gorgeous. A successful lawyer according to her bio, living in a stunning downtown loft with floor-to-ceiling windows. Her latest post showed a man installing shelving in what looked like a pristine garage, his shirt off, drill in hand. Caption, Saturday, he fixed the sink, built shelves, and cleaned up after. I didn't know men like this existed. That Instagram post haunted me for weeks. I kept cleaning, kept tracking, kept hoping Steve would step up. He didn't. 3 months in, I was deep cleaning our bathroom because black mold had started creeping up the shower tiles, and Steve claimed he didn't see it. The sponge slipped from my hand and fell behind all the cleaning bottles under the sink. I had to lean in completely, shoulder deep in the cabinet, feeling around in the dark. My fingers found the sponge, then something else. A piece of paper stuck to the cabinet wall. Dear whoever's dating Steve now, you're cleaning under his sink, which means nothing has changed. He still doesn't clean, still doesn't listen, still makes you feel like you're asking too much. You're not asking too much. You're asking for the bare minimum. He won't give it to you. Sincerely, Natalia. My hands shook. This note had been here for 3 years, in the apartment Steve had lived in since before Natalia left, sitting exactly where she left it because he had never, not once, cleaned behind these bottles. Complete transparency, right? I walked straight to the living room where Steve was gaming and showed him the note. His face went white. That's psychotic. This note has been here for 3 years, Steve. You've never cleaned under that sink. You're really going to believe her? You're just as crazy as she was. I pulled up our shared spreadsheet. Let's practice that transparency you wanted. I've done 87% of all household tasks in 3 months. This is exactly what she did. The nagging, the constant complaints. No, this is transparency. Immediate communication about issues instead of bottling them up. The thing you demanded. His face turned purple. You're just like her. The successful lawyer who was completely right about you. The trap he'd set snapped shut on him beautifully. He actually tried to block the door when I went to pack. You can't leave over some stupid chores. You're throwing away a year because that psycho ex poisoned you against me. While packing, I left my own notes. One behind the washing machine he'd never pulled out. Another inside the oven he'd never cleaned. A third taped under the bathroom scale he'd never moved. Harder spots than Natalia's. Places that would take years of neglect to find. The next girl deserved the same warning I got. I'm having coffee with Natalia on Thursday. She messaged me after Steve called her from his friend's phone, screaming that she'd ruined his life. She wanted to make sure I was okay. She said leaving those notes was the most transparent thing she'd ever done. Turns out complete transparency only works when you're not desperately trying